This video is sponsored by Breezeway.
So I'm Tim Rosolio. I'm the head of vacation rental partner success for Expedia Group. And ultimately my job is to acquire the right properties and to get those properties ready to book. I have a team of 250 global account managers which are dedicated to some of our best partners to make sure that they have the opportunity to understand what are the great things that we're bringing to them so they can drive as many great travelers as possible. Yeah, it's been an interesting few years, huh? I mean, I think what I would say is, we had this time where all the calendars were full for summer in 2020, and then suddenly all of those bookings went away, and we had a pretty interesting few months there, right? I mean, our industry, we were wondering what exactly is going to happen here, and something kind of magical happened. We saw that travelers, continued to want to go on a great vacation with their family, and perhaps they weren't comfortable staying at a hotel and going on a flight, so we had this big boom behind the vacation rental category. And in the second half of 2020, we had our best time that we've ever had. And then something happened. In 2021, we had our best year again, and the great thing that we're seeing about 2022 and going into 2023 is that all of those travelers that tried vacation rentals for the first time during the pandemic, they're all coming back again and again and again. So it's a step change for our category. In terms of what are people looking for, I think I'd probably highlight three things. So the first one is flexibility. We have an industry that comes from a place of a largely non-refundable bookings, and in a time of a pandemic, that's clearly not going to work. We are asking our partners to provide something more flexible with the idea that if a cancellation happens, we'll get you another traveler. Ultimately, this is the right thing for the marketplace and the right thing for the partners because it's what the travelers want. That's the first one. The second one I'd mention is sustainability. I mean, I think we have at Expedia a sustainability effort because it's something that about a third of travelers care about, and they're much more likely to book a property if, in fact, they're showing the right things in terms of sustainability. And then the third thing I mentioned is there's all these new places that people discovered during the pandemic. There's this place. It's called Broken Bow, Oklahoma. I hadn't heard of it until 2 years ago, but the thing is, it's this place that people would go from Dallas and Oklahoma City and Tulsa because those families used to maybe go to Florida, and during the pandemic they weren't able to go there, so they tried Broken Bow for the first time. And Broken Bow is like the boom town of vacation rentals. The demand came, the supplies come, and the funny thing is, it's all here to stay, which is pretty exciting for us. Yeah, I think the first one worth mentioning is long stays. I think if people are going to be able to work from anywhere more, or in fact school from anywhere more, people have the opportunity to go somewhere for a long period of time, and I think that's a great opportunity for us to really expand vacation rentals beyond what traditionally might just be snowbirds or people that are going from the north to the south to escape the cold and ultimately want to spend a few months somewhere. But I think you're actually going to see more families doing that because of the opportunity to work from anywhere. In order for partners to take advantage of that, there's certain things we're going to ask of them. We're going to want them to provide a long stay discount. We're going to want them to have the right amenities so that somebody can work, high-speed Wi-Fi, things like that. So I think long stay is going to be a big tailwind behind the industry. I think what we're really looking at is a story of convergence. So at Expedia Group, that's a company that's been built largely via M&A, separate brands, separate technology stacks, and that included Vrbo versus the rest of the traditional hotel brands. And even dating back to pre-acquisition, we've piped over vacation rental inventory to Expedia brands, but really you're still trying to book vacation rentals on something that traditionally has been a hotel experience. We're doing a lot of work right now to put together all that technology so that we can really surface vacation rentals appropriately on those sites, which we think will drive a step change in bookings across globally and across a variety of segments, even beyond potentially just the family segment that Vrbo is traditionally focused on. So I think that has a big potential across a wide variety of stays, but specifically within long stays, you could see that expanding us from families that want to go somewhere for a long time, to even like corporates. Like if somebody wanted to stay at a vacation rental and they wanted to book that through a traditional website like hotels.com or Expedia, it's a really big opportunity as long as the vacation rental inventory is surfaced in the right way for people to be prepared to book it across all those websites. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, that's actually it's central. It's central to the strategy. I mean, historically, the key vacation rental website has been Vrbo or Abertel or Favo Direct or Stays, and as far as we're concerned, those brands are still going to remain very strong with loyal travelers. But then, in addition to that, you start layering on top brand Expedia and Hotels.com, in an opportunity that we have in the B2B space where perhaps we'll provide our supply to other parties that aren't even part of Expedia Group, and ultimately we'll drive bookings for our partners via those channels as well. So I think the brand story and the technology story in terms of convergence that comes together with that is going to be a big game changer in terms of demand for Expedia Group. Yeah, I mean, I think the way I look at it specifically with vacation rentals is we have a number of viable competitors, and I think that we've all been quite successful during the pandemic. What's particularly exciting is the reality is when we're all marketing vacation rentals, that drives the category as a whole. And like, make no mistake, like I want to take share, I want as much share as humanly possible, but there's a good story of all of us actually building category awareness, especially in times like these when the category is particularly hot. It really starts with that new travelers that are trying it, because all the data indicates that when somebody tries this for the first time, they come back again and again and again. So I think that's the thing that's probably makes me most optimistic. And despite the fact that we're in some tumultuous times in the economy, travel's proven to be resilient. And what we've also seen is that in times like these, people, rather than maybe booking 3 rooms at a Ritz-Carlton for a family vacation, maybe they'll say, well, actually a very economical way to do this is to book a 3-bedroom vacation rental property. So I think that what we've seen is that travel's really resilient. People are going to continue to travel even in rocky times in the economy. And the interesting thing is, thus far, like the average daily rates have remained really high. So we haven't seen necessarily the impact to the business yet, but it's something for us all to keep an eye on. The tour's been great. I mean, I think you have to. This is the premier vacation rental conference in Spain, and Spain is one of the biggest vacation rental markets in the world. So it's been fantastic to network with the partners, and I really like to thank Vitur for having us.